Now we circle back to the post-secondary transition services flowchart as a reminder that when engaging in post-secondary transition planning with our students, we should be focusing on the beginning and the end for meaningful student participation. This begins with the invitation to the student to participate in their own IEP. The post-secondary transition planning process requires LEAs to invite the student, beginning at age 14, to the IEP where post-secondary transition services will be discussed. There must be evidence that the student was invited to the following documentation in the student file. Purpose of the meeting is listed. Notice of meeting addressed specifically to the student, which may be co-addressed with the parents, or the student is included on the list of who will be invited to the meeting on the notice of meeting. Outside agency representative is invited where appropriate with consent. And as a reminder, a student's signature on the IEP does not meet the requirement. However, we encourage that students not only attend their IEPs, but that they actively participate and even lead their own IEPs beginning before the age of 14. These are some effective practices to consider when providing evidence that the student was invited to the IEP. If the student is invited but does not attend the meeting, the LEA must take other steps to ensure that the student's preferences and interests were considered. Student-led IEPs increase self-advocacy skills, disability awareness, and creates a rich and meaningful transition IEP for the student. Post-secondary goals developed by the student increase motivation. Now let's consider the end of the post-secondary transition process, meaning preparing to exit school and step into adult life. Not later than the student's 17th birthday, the IEP must include a dated statement signed by the student, parent, and an LEA representative that the student and the student's parents have been informed of parents' rights. All rights accorded to parents transfer to the student on his or her 18th birthday unless the IEP determines that the parent has obtained legal guardianship, power of attorney, or conservatorship, or the student has married or become emancipated, in which case the rights transfer at that time. Informing students and families of the rights at age of majority is more than just the notification. Effective practice includes providing opportunities for meaningful participation of the student from early on to exit as they prepare for those adult roles. Provide ways to make the connection between the student invite as a means of preparing the student to be more engaged, self-determined, and self-advocating so that they are better equipped when they reach the age of majority for adult life. Opportunities such as choice-making throughout their school days, developing leadership skills, participating and eventually leading their own IEPs, and helping them foster positive relationships with the adults in their lives are all ways to help students develop the confidence for entering adulthood.